How is everybody doing? I'm excited to be back on the pod. I'm trying a little bit of a different area situation. The lighting is really good right now. Quality as far as camera, hit or miss. This is episode 10. Oh my gosh. I am so excited that I can even say that. And the fact that that's just a fact is really, really cool. It makes me really proud. And I am ready to jump into this episode. Thank you so much for the positive feedback after last week's episode. It was new for me going into recording as a solo act, but I also didn't mind it. I kind of love it. And I really appreciate the feedback that I got from some of my listeners. So thank you so much. My name is Lindsay Wolf, and this is High Vibes, Low Tolerance. Basically, I'm just going to start this off by saying I'm actually having the best day ever because can I tell you, oh my God, I woke up today, had two different alarms set, and opened up my computer. I had two different browsers going. I had stuff open on my phone because you guys, today Ariana Grande tickets went on pre-sale. I have been signed up for this pre-sale. I was really nervous. I was really scared. And I got two tickets. I got two tickets. I don't know how it happened because truly that was Hunger Games meets the Second World War. Wait, third? It was so scary. I was stressful. I was like texting people that I knew. My stomach was in knots. I did not feel well. And all signs were pointing to I was going to 100% not be getting tickets. Like that's what it looked like. There was three shows for LA that I had pre-sales to. Then my daughter had pre-sale not codes, but had pre-sale access for another three. So there was one like with each of us that the other one didn't have. So we were really trying to lock in. And then I actually got into one of the queues, but then I was just like, there's not even this many seats at the venue. Like the Kia Forum is like 17.5K people. Like that's how many people are even allowed to sit there. And there was some people posting on TikTok that were like, they were number, 379,000, like just some wild stuff. I got in and I was like around the 10,000 range and it got down to like 3,000, then like in the hundreds and I got in, but everything was out. But by the time I got in there, it was like Ariana Grande has added another LA show at the Forum. You can get in that waiting line if you want to right now. And I was like, oh my God. So I did. And that's the one that I got the tickets for. So for June 20th. And it was really scary. I didn't think it was going to happen then, too. But I got into the queue and I was just like picking tickets. And I was literally just seeing like dots disappear. And then the whole screen would like go gray. And I was so sad and just sitting there in the gray void of Ticketmaster. And for like several minutes, because I saw this girl on TikTok and she said they're going to release these in batches. So, like, if it's sold out, but you weren't like, the 1 millionth person to arrive, stay, they might launch another little like block or batch. And all of a sudden, four blocks in the arena popped up and I swooped in. I got two. So, not the best seats I've ever gotten, definitely not the worst. And for both of them, it was like a little over $300, like literally not bad at all. She's not doing dynamic pricing, which love her for that. Thanks, girl. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get tickets again tomorrow for the general sale. If there's any left. I don't know. I don't know why they do these things without codes just to gauge, I guess, to see how many people are going to get on and then add shows accordingly. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just so happy. I'm so grateful. I literally like it was something I really was excited about and wanted, and those tickets are mine. So, um, very high vibes on that front today. And I feel really bad for anybody who didn't get them, but there's still hope tomorrow. I believe it seems like there still is. I hope you guys get tickets. It was dark there for a minute, but I pulled through. And so hopefully that still can work out if you want tickets. So I had that happen. And I also wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about, so like my last week's episode, I was really going through it with that friend breakup. I was really shook up about, just that current state of situations in my life. And I'm doing really good, like I'm okay. But it was a lot to go through. And something that I've even realized just in this last week is that after kind of having that closure with that friendship and that door closed, it's actually kind of wild how many other doors have already opened in terms of friendships, like immediately. And it's people that I already knew, and some people that like I work with, but like when you don't have a lot of extra time or space because you have kind of your normal people or routines or obligations already locked in, it makes it hard to go out and like, spend your time, especially any free time you may or may not have, like with other people in a social setting. And I am so happy to report that, like, I've had some friendship doors open that I am so grateful for. I had the most fun this weekend with my friends, and we went to like a couple different events in the city, and we got all dressed up, and it was just so much fun. And I really am feeling, again, just like so grateful for the people in my life who are, showing up for me in the way that they are and meeting me where I am right now. And I really hope that you guys have that too. And just know that, like, when doors close or people exit your life, they were there to teach you lessons, or they were there to just show themselves out. I mean, there's always a lesson, but if you can accept that, whatever happened with them has moved on, it really does open up your world a little bit more. You just have to be open to it. So I'm really happy about that. Okay, so something that was really also on my mind. I have talked about this on previous episodes. It was like a few back. And I was talking to you guys about, oh my gosh, there's Chai. Hey, baby. Okay. I was talking to you guys about how I was about to start a new medication for my ADHD, and how, like, yay, fun being in my 40s, like getting diagnosed with ADHD. Like, that's not very cool, but I was excited to kind of have some answers and move forward with a medication that I was really excited about. Everything that I had heard from, friends and coworkers and just my own research online with that medication was just like, overall it had had positive results. Like, obviously, yes, there's some side effects, but I was excited because it was seeming like it was something that I was going to be able to, like, really benefit from. And I was excited that it wasn't Adderall, and had taken that before, like had the crash and all of that. So anyways, very excited. I started it, and the first like week, I was like, whoa, I definitely felt the change in my body and how it's very much a stimulant, but it almost was like it was slowing me down, which was the point. Kind of makes you focus and lock in. But it also was making me feel like I wasn't myself. So I definitely knew that there would be side effects with food. Like I know that it curbs your appetite and that it kind of makes you like that's a thing. But I didn't realize that it would make me so not concerned or care about food to the point where I didn't care if I was nourishing my body or not. It was actually pretty weird. And then I like continued taking it. There was a couple days where I was like, I don't know, I think I'm getting like really used to it. And then I would have a day where I was like, I don't know, I don't feel like myself again. Like, so I was having good days and bad days. The last few weeks, I have been taking it regularly. And I think, no, not even I think, you guys, it literally was making me depressed, like really depressed. So I have anxiety. I take an antidepressant for that, an SSRI, and it helps a lot. I have never struggled with depression except for like when it's extreme circumstances. Like if I feel depressed, it's probably because I have a lot of stuff going on that's like very, very heavy. I haven't been feeling like that. So that's not where I've been operating from. But I realized last week, I was like, I just don't like, I don't even know what's going on with me. I didn't, I wasn't caring about anything. I didn't care about getting ready. I wasn't caring about hanging out with friends. I had like some fun events that I had committed to that I was going to go to, which is like, I never just like dip on stuff like that. And I was excited and didn't go to those. I was literally just like could not be bothered with food, could not be bothered with anything. And usually, even like just walking my dog, like I find like joy in that. And it was just like, not, it was like the opposite of having feelings, only the feelings I was having were really bad feelings. Like it was coming on with really negative feelings. And I had not yet made this realization until literally like 3 days ago. I started doing some research because I was like, why am I feeling like this? And it was only getting worse. And I was just like, this is not who I am. Like, this is not how I want to feel every day. And then I was kind of like cycling back and being like, what on earth could this be? Because I never really thought that that medication would do this to me. And it is like a pretty common side effect with some people. Some people will, it has like dopamine and some other something, something epinephrine, uh, stimulants. So it makes that stuff rise in your body. But with some people's brain chemistry, it will actually make yours drop and it will significantly decrease your mood, decrease your dopamine levels. And um, I was just experiencing like this emotional bluntness and like this extreme emotional flattening, like a total flattening of my feelings. But then any feelings I was having, like it was just like despondency and like just a lack of care. And that is so not who I am. So, doing some research, and I find out that this is very much like a side effect of Vyvanse. And I have not been taking it for the last 3 days. My daughter was like, you seem so much better. I slept really, really good the last few days and like my dark circles are gone. Like I was just I didn't even make the connection. I hadn't gotten there, but I have now and I am so happy that I have because it's like an immediate shift. And I'm so excited that I clocked it because I will not be taking that medication again. I know it helps a lot of people. And I was really so excited, but just make sure you really talk to your doctor about all of these things. I'm seeing my doctor in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to share with her everything that's been happening and why I'm no longer taking it. And I don't know. I just like, I don't want to be on a bunch of meds. I don't think anybody really wants to be, but I have a decent amount of meds that I take for my anxiety and they work really well. And I also take a lot of supplements that I enjoy that I can feel how those help my body. And I think maybe I'm at a place where I do not want to add any more medications to my life that can alter my brain chemistry. I'm just feeling like it's like a little intense. Happy to report that I am back to the land of the living in terms of a will to live. And I mean, it didn't get that bad. I'm not trying to make fun of it, by the way. I'm just feeling a lot better and I'm really happy. And I wanted to share because I told you guys how excited I was. But if it is something that you have been thinking about getting on or have heard about, just, you know, definitely clock how you're feeling and take note of that so you stay in your most healthy place. I'm going to scoot over a little bit over here so now you guys can see Chai. He's in the frame. And my hope is that as long as I'm filming my podcast here at the house, Chai will always be my co host. He looks so cute. Hi, Chai. I love you. So, one of the events that I went to this weekend, it was a hair event and it was open to a lot of the hairstylists in LA and hosted by T3. T3 Micro. T3 Micro is a hair tools company that has been around for quite some time. They have a line of like regular tools and pro tools, and they just launched their new pro tools. And I want to tell you guys about it because I was thinking about like, okay, how is the podcast going to monetize? How am I going to get advertising? And I'm like, wait, hello, I work with so many hair brands. Maybe my thing is to kind of merge the two, at least for now, so I can get a couple of sponsors my way so we can get the money flowing so I can get more listeners and so we can all grow together and then we'll get cute hoodies and we'll get cute cups and it'll say high vibes low tolerance and I'll be able to rent a studio. This T3 event was really cool. They gave us four new tools and I went in and decided to style my hair with one of them today. So even though T3 did not actually sponsor this episode, please note that my hair is brought to you by T3 Pro. Thank you so much. I used the curling straightener on my hair today. It's cool because, like, you know how like a flat iron is just like the two plates? And that's it. And you can use it to curl, but it's like kind of a pain in the butt. This one, it's the two plates, but then the outside also gets hot. So you can wrap it almost like a wand as you glide through, or just not wrap as you slide down, and you get this like gorgeous wave. And it gave my hair so much volume, and I'm just like really impressed. So thank you so much, T3, and thank you for having me and all of my coworkers to your event. That was so much fun. We actually had to go to the Brentwood Country Club. I have become more familiar with Brentwood in about the last year. Lola has a couple of friends who live over there. And then like this event that I had to go to. But you guys, Brentwood is not it. It kind of gives like this little Stepford Pleasantville cookie cutter place inside of a city. And I just don't love it. But I got dressed up in my cutest country club dress and I played the part and I got a couple dirty looks from a couple people as I was entering and leaving. My coworkers saw it. They were like, "Oh my God." I was like, "I know. They don't like Barbie cosplaying as a country club girl. Like, hello." I was just thinking about like how much I love LA and LA is cool because it has grit to it. Like it's not all like pristine and beautiful like other cities in California, like San Diego. I love San Diego, but it's like very pristine and like very pretty and very well kept. And it just feels a little bit newer. Like LA just has, it's more lived in. And that's what I love so much about LA. But oh my goodness, Brentwood is not like that. Brentwood is so sterile. Just one of my little observations from my weekend. So, lastly, what I really want to leave you guys with is that I have some guests lined up. And I have a guest lined up for next week's episode. And I am really looking forward to that conversation because my guest coming on, she has such great stories. She has so many great stories about dating, about living in LA, about what those experiences have been like for her, and really is able to speak on it so eloquently. And I'm looking forward to that. And I have another guest that's coming on soon, and we haven't had gotten her date locked down quite yet, but she is a really good friend and client of mine who used to have a podcast herself, and she knows so much about manifestation and how to bring in the life that you have always dreamed of. And she's just incredibly locked in. Like, I always feel like whenever I spend time with her, it's just like very intuitive and it has a really good flow. And I just always really trust her opinions and her insights. So I'm excited to have her on too. And I hope you guys are all having a great week. I wanted to make sure I was getting on and giving you guys a solid episode. Please talk to your doctor if you are having issues with your medication so you don't feel like literally ending it all because oh my God, scary. Thank you so much for being here with me and thank you for tuning in. Please enjoy the rest of your week and remember to keep your vibes high and your tolerance low. Bye.